We're joined now by head softball coach Brent Matthias. Coach, your team on a bit of a hot streak right now. You've won 7 out of 8, coming off a weekend in which you took 3 of 4 at the North Park Invitational in Chicago. Second year we've been able to go there and take 3 of 4. Just kind of recap the weekend quickly for us as you look back at the games against North Park and Olivet.
Yes. Second year we've gone, and the weather was much better this year. They have a turf facility, which is wonderful, so we never have to worry about rain per se, but cold, and it was warmer this year than years prior. And I thought we played a little better. Our record was the same. We were 3-1, as you mentioned. We were 3-1 the year before. But I liked what we saw out of our team. Megan Crockett continued to stay very hot as a batter, had a home run and some RBIs. Kayla Rushi is coming along. She had 5 stolen bases for the weekend, played great defense, and made some good plays as well. So all of our players are coming along. Emily Bell pitched very well, had a .93 ERA in her 2 starts. So we're excited at what we're seeing. We're slowly getting to where we hope we're ready for the American Rivers Conference season.
When you talk about a player like Megan Crockett, a player who last year as a freshman saw time in a handful of games, but she's obviously made a lot of strides in the off season. Just talk about her work ethic and her ability and growth within this program to really step to the forefront and be one of our primary offensive players.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of the ladies on our team would say that sometimes when they overthink things, that's when all of a sudden now it's in your head. And last year I think Megan was maybe in her own head. Had a great high school career and then made the jump to college softball. And our pitching in the American Rivers is so tough at every school that maybe she was a little down on herself. And this year she's just kind of thrown all that away and just focused on what she can do and what she can control. And she's getting great separation and she's swinging really well and seeing the ball well right now. 20
games into the season now. And now things
scare me.
now things get fun. Got Central coming to town this weekend to open American Rivers Conference play. Not only is it a big rivalry game, a team that's perennially at the top of the conference standings. What do you look for out of the Dutch this weekend, and what's the mentality of your team going into this weekend's games?
Well, first off, I want to stop all those thoughts where everybody goes, "Oh, Central's down this year, aren't they?" I go, "No, they're not. They just reload," and that's a compliment to them, obviously to their coaching staff. When you have a coaching staff Hall of Fame caliber of won national titles, they're going to do everything they can to put a great product on the field every year. We're hoping we're ready for the American Rivers Conference, but right now when you look at records, it's really tough. Overall, no one has played a conference game yet, but we've got the 2nd worst record in the conference, and I'm just going, oh my goodness. And you think you feel good about your ball club and where we're at, and then you see all these teams having great records, and that just shows you how tough the American Rivers Conference is. But Central, big rivalry game. We play them right out of the gate, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but they're going to bring it, and we just hope that we can continue to play some good ball, and then we'll see how what the scoreboard says at the end.
What have you seen out of your pitching staff so far? We know Emily Bell, the American Rivers Conference Pitcher of the Week this past week. What do you see outside of her from your hurlers?
Yeah, we put some newcomers into some tight situations, be it a bases loaded situation, be it to come in and get a save. So we've used a lot of pitchers. We've used 9 pitchers so far in varsity action, but we want to see where they're all at depending on where we need them. Do we need somebody to throw a rise ball in this situation? Do we need somebody to throw that changeup that drops to the outside? And it's not that we're masterminds. We're just trying to find out what gives Simpson the best advantage to win ball games. And our pitching staff has really responded, and all 9 of them have jumped up, and they know it could be anybody for any hitter or any inning. And that's a little different mentality, but they've really grasped it, and they're running with it.
All right. Coach, look forward to conference play beginning this weekend. Good luck.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Central coming to town on Saturday, March 30th. First pitch set for 1 o'clock in the p.m. at Simpson Softball Complex. If you can't make it in person, you can always watch online. SimpsonAthletics.com, where Todd Gesford will have the call.